Good to see you, Jamie.
Yes, Carl.
We've had a few good nights in here.
Yeah.
You made your debut here,
Yeah.
and you also had your final fight here.
Yeah.
There must be some sort of mixed emotions, really, this place.
I think I've come over them demons. I've got over them. But yes, it's a special place. I think we're lucky in this small city to have something like this to set the bar, the standard of World Championship boxing and elite level boxing, the pinnacle of where you want to be here in an indoor arena as the USSC.
And is this the fight, do you think, that brings is this bringing big time boxing back to Belfast? Because it's been away for a few years, but it's a city that misses it and it needs it as well.
Craves it, man. Yeah. Craves it. It deserves it. We have the quality here. We have the quantity here. I think now we've got the opportunity to really get a foothold in to kind of keep continuous big night world championship boxing here, because for a while you were kind of carrying the flag relentlessly to make it a big city, to make it a city and competing at that time with the likes of Scott Quigg and Manchester and stuff like that. So I think now we have the right fighter, the right time, the right division with the right competitors as well, in terms of the other featherweights around Britain, to really make this a continuous base of a fight city. So
let's talk about the fight a wee bit. Talk about you as well and how you fought. You were a completely different fighter than Mick. Like, you were in some unbelievable wars. I expect you're not envisaging Mick to have a fight like that on Saturday night. You'd hope that he's going to box this guy?
Yeah, I think, listen, we are two different complete fighters, as you said. He's very, very technically gifted, always has been. He's very smart in the ring, whereas I was smarter out of the ring and pretty stupid in the ring and just kind of went in and had a go. But yeah, he has a bit of that in him also, and we have seen that in the Leewood fight last year, that he can, if it needs to be, he can get down.
Because he might need that.
No doubt about it. Listen, this fight is going to be, well, there is a template for him and a template for him. No, everyone has a kind of a game plan that they're going to run with, but you have to have A, B, C, and you know, this fight, the styles that they have, the unpredictability in Lopez. There is going to be moments in the fight that you're going to have to stand there and trail with him. You're going to have to fight him on the inside. You're going to fight him and beat him at his own fight, but also implement your game plan pretty quickly and make him fight your fight.
Now, we're not thinking at all about Mick losing this fight. We all want him to win. I want him to win. The fighters on the undercard want him to win, because then they can bring more big fights back to Belfast. But there's got to be a lot of pressure on him, because at this stage of his career, he kind of has to win, doesn't he?
Yeah. No doubt about it. Listen, I think he stated it previously. He needs this more. He wants this more, because everything is riding on this one, and that's what he's saying is the difference between him and Lopez at this moment in time. Is his desire to win is a lot more and a lot greater than Lopez, and you know, he's been to the top and fell very short within the last minute against Leewood. But this opportunity, he's understood the wrongdoings from the previous one. This is everything. This is all or nothing, I believe, in this fight. This is the one for the city. You know, there's no one really close to him at the minute to kind of take over a mantle to pass the buck. He's the one that everyone's fate is riding on here on the undercard in the city. Who's not on the card, he's the one that carried a flag for Belfast boxing.
Yeah. And just talking about pressure a wee bit, obviously Mick's the challenger, but it's almost like one of them situations where, and I used to hate this, that when I fought in Belfast, people expected you to win, and they don't even think about the opponent. But he's up against a very good fighter here.
I try to kind of downplay the expectations of Michael to everyone in you know, when you meet in the street, because they're expecting it, as you stated, and because it's in Belfast, they expect it even more. They don't expect to be the underdog. But I truly believe this is a genuine 50-50 fight. This is a fight that can, you know, either fighter has various different ways to win this fight, whether by inside, outside. This guy is relentless in his approach. He's unpredictable. He can punch with either hand. He's unnerved by coming into the lion's den, the opponent's backyard. He's done it various different times. This is a really, really tough ask. I think it probably is the hardest ask in the featherweight division to beat this champion.
Without putting a dampener on things, you had a world title shot here, which you lost out on. How big would this be for the Conlan family, for Mick to win a world title here in Belfast?
Massive. I think it's bigger because of the expectations, because of the Olympics, because of everything coming through. For me personally, you know, I always take more delight in Michael's career than I did my own ever. For him to win a world title, to see his dream, his goal, everything, it would make up for anything I've been through, including the loss.
If you could go back and someone granted you a wish, you could win a world title, would you take that over Mick winning a world title?
No, Mick will win a world title.
Really?
Oh, every day of the week.
Good. That's a good big brother.
Yeah, no, listen, I don't even class myself as the boxer. When people stop me, I say Mick is the boxer, not me, mate. Any day of the week.
Fighter.
I was the fighter. I was the ugly one, man.